Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, we got some special guests, but we got special racket. Brand new Aero 98. People have been asking, where is it? When are you going to get it? And I said, ask Babolat. That's a great question. Well, it's here now. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we got special guests today, not just the racket. We got my buddy Perry is in town.
Howdy, howdy.
And he is the one that actually brought me this Aero 98 brand new edition, not Babolat.
Well, courtesy to Babolat.
Oh, yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know it.
They know what I mean. You know, not that I'm bitter or anything. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay. And then we also have special guests, my buddy Mike here, or our buddy Mike here, which we've known for, man, it's been like 25 years. So
At least.
Long time.
At least.
Mike was our Adidas rep, and then our Babolat rep, and then our Wilson rep, and then our Dunlop rep. And
You
then
get the idea.
And then our BMW rep.
That's right.
And then a software rep.
Yes.
So he's been around, but a lot of tennis, loves the game, and he's hanging out with us today to try out the Aero. All right, so I haven't hit it yet. Perry already has. I told him not to say anything so that I could just, you know, kind of leave my hate in its hate of weight and see what happens, okay?
Oh,
Open mind, not Debbie Downer here, okay?
Nope.
All right, so we're going to go hit, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Tag, partner!
Oh gosh!
Oh, Coach Goo just did a tweener on the Fast Track Tennis. You can get your tweener on the Fast Track Tennis too. 365 days a year. Discount code is below. Get your Fast Track on today. All right, 5 working days later, from directtennis.online, my 2-blade light 100s, 100 lights in a quarter. That was so easy. Plus, I got a discount by using my own code, Tennis Spin. And I got free shipping. So if you want to get your tennis goods or whatever tennis needs you need, go to directtennis.online, enter Tennis Spin, get a nice discount, courtesy of me, and free shipping. All right, just got off the court, Aero 98. Ooh. Now, okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions before I start in on it. We got an overgrip on here.
Yes.
It is a 4 3/8.
Uh-huh.
Any other modifications?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you 100% sure? One of the string guys didn't do something to this racket?
I'm pretty positive. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. It's stock.
Okay, fine. All right, so I'm going to let you talk first since you've had a couple times already with it. Tell them what you think.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks, Babolat, for letting me try this. You know, they always hype up a new edition. You know, everybody loved the first version, which I thought felt very raw. Not for everybody, for sure, but it sold extremely well for obvious reasons. Some guy named Alcaraz uses it, and some other guy Fields, and
who?
Exactly, and a few others. But you get the drift. So I thought, well, let's see. They said they're going to make it a little thinner, which they have. They said it's supposed to have a little more flex in the shaft. Now they changed the geometry quite a bit. This is the first time they've changed the mold of their racket line in, gosh, over a decade at least. So as you can see here in this section, it almost looks like an E-zone shaft. Right in here.
I never noticed that. Yes.
Yes. And that's to help improve some stability, but at the same time, get it through the air a little quicker. So I thought, well, they're thinking, wow, this is going to be the holy grail of rackets. It was a bit of a gamble if you think about it, because the first one did so well. Why would you deviate from that? And needless to say, I'm glad they did, because this thing feels so much better to me. It's a lot more dampened in feel. It's a lot more accessible in terms of it doesn't feel as demanding as the first version. I felt the first one, you have to hit a certain style to get the most out of that racket. Not everybody has that modern game loopy type of, swing. This one's a lot more versatile. I felt like I just picked it up and didn't take long to get used to it at all.
What strings are in here?
So this has Toro Lines Toro, and it has Poly Tour Pro in the cross. So a shaped poly in the main and a round in the cross.
52?
52.
Got it. So they strung it there. Obviously, I don't string with that, but it worked on that racket. Now, from the first hit to today's hit, did it change at all?
It's softened up a bit. Both strings, more so the Poly Tour Pro. It's a very soft, comfort oriented poly, if there is such a thing.
Yeah.
And Toro, I'd say it's a step up in firmness, but still very forgiving.
Yeah. Now, it worked well in the racket.
I thought it felt great. Knowing Babolat's history, they're always quite firm. They're always quite harsh in feel. I figured let's pair it with something that's not quite as harsh in terms of a poly setup, and I think we hit the jackpot with this one.
Yeah. Was it easy access to spin?
Yeah, right away.
More than the old one?
Surprisingly, yes. And I don't know if that's accountable for the added dwell time. I felt like there's a little more pocketing with this, whereas the first version, the ball just shoots right off. And you have to swing fast every time in order to get those revolutions on the ball. This one, I felt like you could just manipulate the ball a little bit better and still maintain that stability and still could rocket the ball. I mean, you could crush the ball with this thing.
Got it.
What did you think, Mike?
So, Mikey.
Yeah. I felt it was a really good racket. I felt that it had quite a bit of power. Mm-hmm. There was easy access to spin. It felt like it took spin very well. I imagine the string setup also enhanced that and helped that. But it's a powerful 98. So it's something that if you feel like you need power in your game, I think you can get it out of this racket, even though it's only a 98. I didn't hit the original, so I can't give you a comparison to the original. But I thought it was a very good racket. It's definitely worth a demo. I think people would be happy with the update.
Agreed.
What's your standard racket? What do you normally use?
I play with a Wilson Pro Staff 97.
Got it. So this is definitely going to be a little more power than that.
Yep. A little more power, a little bit spinnier as well.
Right. So when I struck the first ball with it, it was a forehand about shoulder high. It struck the strings. I heard whoop-pat. And then the ball just rocketed off the strings, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Hello, you.
Right, like full feel.
You could hear the ball.
Yeah.
You could hear both of you guys. You guys were hitting. You guys were hitting well.
And the ball just like, but that's not what this racket was built for, though. It's built for a little more spin. So the more I hit with it, you are 100% correct in that it's a little more versatile of a racket. The old version, it wanted you to go like this and sweep through. Yes. When you flattened it out, it became a little unstable. Mm-hmm. This one, if you want to flatten it out, it actually stables out. It firms up it felt like in the lower part of this quadrant, just like, just held. and then rocketed the ball off. Versus on the old one, it was like flex wrong. That's why everybody put lead, in the 3 and 9 or the 10 and 2 or 10 to 12, 3, 9, like all over the freaking head.
Yeah. Even Carlos, modified his by adding some in the throat. He didn't add a lot, but he's one of the few pros that uses off the shelf frames, so even he had to modify it a little bit. Now, was he, I'm assuming he was using this in Australia.
This paint color.
Yes, exactly.
Not this Racket.
Yeah.
So I felt like for those of you, and I see all your rackets, like adding weight too, because you want the stability, you want the plow. I think that will be more of a minimal now. You don't need to do it as much.
I don't think you need much.
Yeah, if any, because there is plow now. The weight feels like it's centered though. It feels like it's right around in this throat to here area that's going to give you the plow. So, yeah, great update. I was worried about this racket being thinner here. You could feel it thinner here too. It feels actually like a Aerostorm Tour mold to me.
Yes. Yes.
As soon as I held it, I was like, that's thinner.
Yeah. The FAA special.
Yeah. But definitely not the same racket as that, because this is definitely stiffer, more powerful, more stable than
and more comfortable.
Yes.
It felt very comfortable to me compared to the first one. The first one just felt very tinny, brassy, which a lot of players like, I guess, but for me, it's not my cup of tea.
It didn't feel hollow.
Nope.
It had feel, but it was just muted enough that it didn't like boom. It went boom.
Yeah. It didn't feel artificial to me at all.
Yeah. So great update from Babolat. I wasn't expecting much, so hey, it's surprising, pleasant surprise, I guess is what you would say.
Yeah. A bit of a gamble, given how well the first version did.
Yeah, the first 2 versions.
True. Well, yes.
But yes, 98. People swear there's a difference. Yeah, I know some of you were going to say in the comments, there is a difference.
Well, yeah, the paint job.
All right. Thank you, Mikey Lotta.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Thank you, my man, Perry.
Anytime.
All right. Especially for the racket. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.